So hello traders, this is Trader Muru here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel in another episode of weekly code update and where we analyze gold for possible weekly overviews and intraday entries. If you guys are new to my channel and hearing my voice for the first time, just click on the subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you guys get notified for all my upcoming videos. Without wasting time, let's get on the chart guys. Here we have a weekly time frame chart in front of us and we can see this gold is still bullish, and after the previous weekly break of structure, price have test this mitigation block and moving. And remember guys, from mitigation block the target is recently created high, which is 4550. So this will be our target. After that, if price flip that area and retest it again, successfully closing above, then price will target here around 1.18 area of flip, which is 4715. So we are watching for this flip. After the flip we will be watching for 4700. Before that, price is still bullish and we can see we need a closing above for this target. Now let's see daily time frame. In daily time frame, after testing this area, price is moving upside. We don't have any retest here after this test, and we recently have this break of structure, so we can expect market to test it again and pump here. This will be a test area around 4500. So in daily time frame, price is still bullish. It is having a liquidity here. This is inducement here. Now let's see 4-hour time frame. In 4-hour, as we are watching market, we can clearly see that price is making this high, then this is a failure of swing, then this market structure shift, a retracement and a new break of structure. After the break of structure, most of the time price retests that area and pump again. And here we have a recent target and nearest resistance of this zone here around 4530 to 4550. And I expect gold to clear this high 29. So this is the same target as this one here. For this target, 1.618 is around 4700, and for this wave here the target is same. So we can expect market to pump towards 4711 to 4700. Wait a minute guys, let me just do some technical mistakes here. Okay, so we are back live now and we can see that price is giving us a target of 4700 on the both of this wave here. Let me just clear this all. We don't need this much. And this area too. See, for this wave, price is 4729, and for this wave, target is 4711. So I'm expecting market to flip this area and test around this highs. And as you see, price is making this upper trend line here from this one to this one. This will be a targeted area. So according to this channel, price is targeting this one here. We don't need this now. Our target is defined, and for that target we need a flip of this zone in daily time frame and weekly time frame. Because this is a daily time frame structural area, so we need a flip retest, then we will be watching for buy, and this will be our target. Now let's find an entry for that. And as we see, I was expecting market to close below this resistance, but instead of closing below, price have closed above. So I'm expecting it to retest this zone and pump towards this high around 4531. This will be our target. 25 to 30 will be our first target, then second target will be 4550. So this will be our first prior position for next week, to watch for buy from the retest of 4500 to 4500 here 4493, this one here. This is our retest areas. See, price is visible now. So after the breakout structure, price usually go for mitigation block. This is our first priority to buy, and if mitigation block fails, then price go for the bottommost order block, which is this one here. Price should not break below this low now. It should test it and pump. It should test mitigation block and pump. This two area will be my buy POI for 4550 target. This will be my target. Now let's see 1 hour time frame. In 1 hour, as you see, we have the clear repeating PA here. First resistance from here, then a drop towards area of 4430, again pump, breaking this resistance, small pullback here and pump again. So this will be a retest zone. After that, price will pump. If price break below here, then this area will be again a buying opportunity here. If price fails to hold this area, we have this trend line too. So first priority is this area around 45, then this full wave here. You can see this is higher highs and higher lows, and price will continue to make it again. We don't have new higher high, so it can drop, but it will be a buy opportunity. But I don't expect price to drop below this 4495. And in recent time, I'm expecting a nice push towards new ATH, and next week we have CPI news too. So if in CPI market give a manipulation wick towards this zone, it will be still a buy opportunity. Now let's see silver. As we were expecting, silver just flip this area, retest near it and pump. Now it is running in this trend line here. So the drop will be the buy opportunity. First buy opportunity will be test of this area here. This was a supply which is converted into demand now. First target will be this recently created high around 80.3, and then 82 and 84. This FVG is your buying POI, and if price give a fake out below, then this mitigation block will be your area of interest. Maximum wick towards this area here around 78.1 to 77.95. And for maintaining this uptrend, price should not break below this low of 77, because as you can see, this is our higher high, higher lows, and price should maintain this structure to create new high here. Now let's see BTC. BTC is ranging above 4-hour support. See this? So in 1 hour time frame, if we get a breakout structure here and retest, it will be a buying opportunity towards high of 9,500. It is running in this trend line here. Maybe in this weekend we can see a fake out below. Price will continue to range here until it give a clear breakout here. After the breakout, you can buy on retest. This is a clear resistance right now. Wait for flip. Same for Ethereum. We need flip of this area, then it will pump for high again. For GBP, we need this change of character here. We have the last breakout structure in 1 hour time frame, this one. So we need a 2 candle closing above this high of 1.34510. After this change of character, price will retest this area and pump. This full zone is your buying zone after this flip. Target will be this high. Because as we can see in daily time frame, we have this breakout structure, so price should hold this area and should not close 2 candle below it. We already have a 1 candle below it, so before closing this candle in next week, if we have a 1 hour change of character here, then it will be a buying opportunity towards this high. For AUD, it is at structural levels and it should give this change of character. After that, it is again bullish and target will be this high again. See this, it's making higher highs and higher lows. So this area holds, give 1 hour change of character, then it will be this high as a target. For Euro, we are waiting for this green zone. This is our QML area. Price is continuously dropping and 4 hour structure is bearish now. In 4 hour time frame, we have a new breakout structure here, retest of it and drop. If price again pump, then it can test again this area and drop. First target will be this low here. Second target will be this green zone around 1.564. After this area test, I will be watching for 1 hour change of character and then on the retest I will watch for buy. So this is my view for market in next week. Watching for gold for the target of new ATH around 4711 to 4730. This will be my next target for ATH. And buying areas are 4500 to 4494. This is our first buy zone. If price drop below it, then we will be watching for our bottom POIs. Before that, this is the zone from where we will be watching for buy. So that's it for this week, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me. CME increasing margin, then why gold and silver won't drop? Is previous also when CME increases margin both drop so much? Why not this time it react on it? We will watch for it once we have a change of character in daily or weekly time frame. Before that, I have already told you guys that price is bullish here and it is not showing any sign of retracement even in monthly, weekly and even in daily time frame. There is no sign of reversals. That's why I'm keep saying that price is bullish and watch for buy only. If price changes its direction in 1 day time frame, then we can say that it will test a weekly areas. And if price change a weekly direction, then we can say it will test monthly areas. Before that, you should be buying for next ATH. Are you able to explain what was your thought process when you decided to cancel the short limit at 4475 before the NFP? Yes, I can, brother. I was expecting market to test this area and drop, but instead of test, what market did? Let me remove this one. You should be knowing that when your trade will hit SL. So this was my plan, that I was expecting market to test this area here from this zone and drop after breaking this trend line. And this was my entry here. This was my SL and this was my target. But when market first break here and pump, but it did not test my entry here on first test. So, and news was coming here. So what can be done over here, that we should be watching for a wick to the area first and rejection again. On the news time, limit orders are risky. That's why I cancel this trade and I just wait for market to give a wick and close back below. But instead of giving wick here, market just break out here, retest that zone and pump again. See this? So on the news timing, volatility is unpredictable and we should be always wait for confirmation before entering any trade. Every time when ETH, only your analysis will be right. Maybe BTC in past week you were expecting to drop around 7600. Do you still expecting a drop? Right now BTC is not showing any weakness. It is holding these areas. See this. What happens when BTC do something like this? It create a bearish flag and drop again. See this area. When market drop, it create a bearish flag first and then drop. So we can't be bearish here until it break and give us a 4-hour change of character. Okay. First of all, you can clearly see that price is continuously making lower lows and lower highs. This is our last breakout structure. Then this is our change of character. After that, a new breakout structure, again a new breakout structure, and our last breakout structure is this one. So a structural area is this. So price is trying to test this area and it will go in flag pattern. It will consolidate here like this one, test this area, reject and drop. I will watch this area for short opportunity. This target is still intact. 70,000 to 75,000 is still on the chart, guys, until we have a daily time frame change of character here. This is change of character area around 107.5k. Can you talk about world scenario? What is going in future that affect gold, like war, Trump will make USD strength? It will happen, but China is making all the global currencies fade away with metals. China wants global economy to run on metals because the most of the processing in metals is at China. Bro, you follow two candle close, then that is valid BOS, but sometimes one candle close above and second candle close inside, still also called BOS. Is that any reason like some of the specific areas? No, brother. I need two candle closing for change of character and one candle closing for break of structure. If market is in downtrend, then I only need one candle closing below this low to continue this trend. But to change this trend in uptrend again, I need a two candle closing to invalidate this high. Okay, I need two candle closing above this high, then a retracement, then I can say now trend is changed and it will go for reversal. That's what we did in gold yesterday. As you remember that I told everyone that price have already changed its character in 1 hour time frame after closing this two candle above the previous high. See this, it was bullish back and bearish scenario was invalidate. This was the last breakout structure. After that price was bullish. But for upside momentum, you need only one candle closing. After the one candle closing on the retest, you can buy. Ever you make algo, is algo trading is safe? Algo trading is mostly heavy risky. If you have a spare money to forgot, then you can go for algo trading. What time frame you prefer most of the time for scalping and swing trades? I scalp in 1 minute time frame too, brother. For swing trade you need weekly, daily and 4 hour time frame for entry. Weekly time frame for view, daily time frame for your POI and 4 hour time frame for your entry. For swing trade you need 1 hour for a structure, 15 minutes for POI and 5 minutes to 1 minute for entry. Already you have added so many pairs in your analysis list. NASDAQ 100, also add bro, we trade good and NASDAQ only. It will be very much messy, brother. I don't trade this much pair. I mostly trade gold. I don't trade this much pairs. I just analyze them. I rarely trade on them. I am mostly trading right now silver and gold. And this currency pairs, I don't like them much because they are very slow. Next batch starting from tomorrow or next week, brother. What about 30 and 45 minute time frame? Is it okay for scalping? No. In 30-minute time frame, it is not good for scalping. It is for defining your POIs. For scalping, you need 1 minute here. See this breakout structure, again the breakout structure, test of mitigation block, again palm, this is your target, again the breakout structure, test of mitigation block, or this support areas here. See this area, again palm, this is your target, breakout structure. For 1 minute you will be scalping, and for 30 minutes and 45 minutes you can use it to get a clear directional POI. If you possible, NQ also add bro. I don't trade this, but let's see. NAS 100. Do I have any drawings? No. See this? This is a clear uptrend. A clear trend line. Test this area. It is buy. This is breakout structure. Price is bullish. Most of the time 1.618 area is target. Around 26,700. This will be the next target. From here there will be retracement. In weekly time frame, this is your last breakout structure. This is your mitigation block retest, liquidity sweep. This is your target. Price will break it, retest this area. Price will test 26,700 soon. In daily time frame, this is your market structure shift. This will be your new breakout structure. After this flip, buy on retest, this will be your target. In 4-hour time frame, this is your change of character, two candle closing above. This is the retest area, pump from order block. This is your new breakout structure. Wait for this area to get flipped. Then you can buy on retest. This is current resistance. What's your opinion regarding Great Reset or recession? Is it coming this year? I don't think so. Recession will come when the major shift will happen, like price reach its saturations, and we still have some space upside for market. It is running clearly in good price action. Any other questions? So no more questions, I guess. What do you teach in course? I teach everything that I am doing right now. How market works, market structure, then liquidity, basics of structure, what are the areas from where you can take trades, psychological levels, how you trade them, risk management, stop loss, the basics of CRT and fundamental analysis too. Do gold and silver move in tandem or have some correlation? If you want to see any correlation between any asset, just put their chart side by side. Just remove this all. And if you want to see correlation, then you will be adding here. FXCM chart. Okay, so this is your correlation. See this. They both are running in parallel. Gold rise, silver also rise. Gold is consolidating here and silver is also moving high. This is a peak time for gold and same for silver here. See this? If you want to compare it, see this. Both chart look very much similar. Really insightful to see your perspective. Thank you very much, brother. Really impressed by your trading psychology. You always calm during trading. How you build like that? You need experience. When you have experience in the market, you will never FOMO for any trade. You know that market creates opportunity every day, every hour, every time, and new opportunity will be there in the market. If you miss one, don't worry, you can catch later the better one. So this is how you stay calm in the market. I've been following you since a very long time and your analysis helped me a lot, and I trade only gold. Thanks for your kind of words. God bless you. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Any other questions you guys have? Do you do live analysis like this every week? Yes, I do live analysis every day. On regular trading days, we do live on Asia session, and on weekends, we do live on YouTube on Saturday. For Indian traders, let's see Nifty. Okay, Nifty finally hit our target. This was our target from this green zone. What is the best time to trade for you, Asia, London or US? I mostly prefer London session. In Asia session, there will be very much volatility because traders are stepping in. in London session there will be a higher capital inflow, so it will be very much better to retrace for area. In London session, most of the time you get your entries near retracements and reversals, and in NY session I mostly don't trade until it's have some news or a higher volatility, and I never trade late NY session. If you want to be profitable, just remember this: never trade late NY session. Okay, this is still bullish. Next target can be 29,007. Have anyone tried my 1 and 2 RR sessions? I was thinking that I should again try that. How does the large gap up or gap down opening on Monday affect on the ongoing trades? If you have open below the SL, what happens? It depends on your broker. Do you wait for EU session to determine your best, or do you just go off your analysis? I go off with my analysis. Silver, we are watching gap and then market open several times. It is possible open with another gap. Yes, it can. Silver is extremely bullish. You guys don't even know that where is silver. If you see this, let me just give you an overview that where is silver. You see this breakout structure? This is the high of 1980s, and this is the high of 2011. So this is approximately what we can say 25 years. How many pairs it is having? Okay, let me just count the candles. 45 bars, 45 years. So this is just a consolidation of 45 years which is broke now. So imagine if you have a spring and you are compressing it to its highest pressure and then you release, where will it go? If you see this in gold, then silver is here, somewhere here. Silver is right now here. This is 1980s price, and after that once price break it and this is high. 40 year to create a cup. I don't do this much thing, but this is a bullish breakout. If I get price near this area, this will be the golden opportunity to buy silver for at least 2x to 3x, and my target is around 168. This will be my target, 168 to 170. You will see silver near this price in future, maybe in 2 years. How far do you think gold and silver will go up? I get extremely nervous as I just keep going up and keep expecting a dump. Don't expect a dump, just follow structure. If market is creating higher highs and higher lows, why should you be watching for short here? Watch for short when it gave you change of character. This is clear. And remember guys, when you are playing with asset class, this is all asset class products. Gold, silver, people buy them to hedge inflations. So what will happen here? It will always be in uptrend. There will be a retracement, but it will always be in uptrend. See this is just a retracement. This will not go to zero. Okay. There will be retracement, but still it will be a uptrend. See these areas. See this. This is around 45% drop. This is 70% drop. But still we have move. There will be retracement, no doubt, but price will always be in uptrend. Even if gold drop to 2000 right now, it will be still a buy. And next target will be 10,000. See this? Look in monthly. What are the best indicators that you use to determine market structure other than breakout structure and change of character? I don't use indicators. I use market structure only. Do you see any indicators on my chart? Candles are enough to tell you the full story that where is price going. Three-minute or 5-minute time frame, do you make much different, or 5-minute better to trade, as we have see you trading on that? I prefer 5-minute more, because in 1-minute time frame there will be a fake out, but 5-minute time frame, it is still a structural area. See this, it is still a structural area. 1 minute was bearish, but it is still a structural area in 5-minute time frame. This is your breakout structure. This is your target. What time frame is the best to use for FVG and IFVG? It depends on which time frame do you have FVG. If market is having this FVG, see this, it is still not tested. If market is having a monthly time frame FVG, see this one, this is pending, then this is still pending, this all FVGs are still pending, see. In weekly time frame, this FVG is still pending. This all. Most of the time when price test FVG, it doesn't go below 50% of it. If you see this in daily time frame, let me show you. This is your FVG. Price will test 50% of it and pump near 50%. See this 50%. Price will not close below the 50% of FVG. If this is a valid FVG, if price want to hold this FVG, it will not close below 50% of that FVG. It will just test and move. What are the rules for FVG and IFVG, and where do you enter, and what the confirmation do you wait for? I wait for FVG test, and FVG should be near structural areas. Like this FVG is aligned with mitigation block here. Here again you have this mitigation block, and this break of structure candle is having FVG. So you should be watching for buy if price test it. This is your break of structure. Same thing here. This is your break of structure, structural area, and this is your FVG. Price should test it and move. This is again a FVG. Price should not close 50% below it. See this? Still holding a 50% area of FVG. So this is still bullish. But sometimes there is this one. IFVG, again the IFVG, retest of that zone, again pump. I don't use FVG much. I use structure only. This is just to tell you that now price will continue its momentum, and for entry you need structure. How long have you been trading, and how long before you become profitable, like your style? I am trading since the pandemic. Around 2020 I started trading, and I was in loss around, my maximum loss was $1,000 in 2 years. Then I started learning, and finally I begin to understand market in 2022 end. Then I started making profit. Okay guys, so any other question, or should we wind up this session? Nice. So you use only breakout structure in change of character. I use many thing, brother. I don't use this only thing. I use supply, I use demand, I use structure, I use support and resistance, I use flip areas, order blocks, and everything. But there is a time you should be knowing that when to use that thing. Breakout structure and change of character only gives you the direction, but for entry you need order block, FVG, then liquidity, many things. Okay guys, so our stream is getting too long. It is already 1 hour now, so we should wind up this session. Thank you for joining. So first of all, at the last time we will just remind this market is bullish, and we will be watching for buy near this 4-hour retest of this structural area and this supply turn demand here. This will be your entry, and your target will be 4550. First of all, it will test 4525 to 30, then it will retrace back towards this area like this one. Price will go like this, and then our final target for this bullish rally is 4730 to 4711, near this one. This is our final target. So thank you for joining guys. See you in the next session. Until then, keep trading, keep printing.